Ba, 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 da. We're winning games.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
Budget Silence Priest, and it's pretty darn good if I do say so myself. This list comes in at under 1,500 dust, and it's actually really close to sort of what is becoming the default version of Silence Priest. Only a few cards swapped out here and there, a couple for dust savings to get us to that nice 1,500 threshold, a couple others just because I preferred them, but as you'll see in this video, this deck can really win some games in big ways, even at rank 5 or better. And if you're using this to climb from, rank 20, maybe even up to rank 5, I think you're going to find a lot of success as long as you play this deck well. And just to give you a quick recap of how it works, the idea here is to play minions that are well oversized for their cost. Things like Ancient Watcher or the new minion Arcane Watcher from Rise of Shadows. Then you silence those minions so that they can actually attack and influence the board, often just doing a lot of chip damage to your opponent's face, taking value trades. Then you can heal them up or buff them with things like Divine Spirit, use Inner Fire, and hit your opponent for really, really, really big amounts of damage, killing them in the process. So it's a really fun deck to play. It can do some surprisingly big and cool things rather quickly, so that also makes it good for budget decks and people learning. It's just you're going to win some games almost for free sometimes. All that said, though, the best way to learn this deck is really just to see it in action. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. Try hard a little bit, like, can we just beat pro players? Huh. God, I am like dying, guys. I'm so tired. I'm so freaking sleepy. Dudes, I'm about to pass out, dudes. The Regis Try Hard League. Yeah, I just wouldn't want it to be like too much work, A lot of these things we're describing sound like a lot of work. It would need to be easy. I gotta get the podcast episodes going first anyway. Like, I still have some stuff to do anyway. So a lot of these content ideas are for down the road a little more, I think. Wait, does silence work on Witcher Grizzly? It does, yeah. I think, right? It does, right? Yeah, it works. It's not damaged. It's I think I'm okay if he wants to do this, right? I can always silence that later, but whatever. Are you smarter than a pro player? It does have the same cadence of the other thing. I kind of like that in a weird way. I guess I can just silence that now, right? Alright, that's a pretty good board, man. I'm like out of stuff to do right now, but that ain't a bad board. I can Ancient Watcher heal next turn and then Sleeping Soul again. Yeah. Okay. Unsleeping Soul's artwork is so crazy. It's so different than most of the other artwork we know. Alright, that's annoying, isn't it? I think we'll just push this, right? Hope it hits this one, I guess. It doesn't matter. It's fine too, whatever. Astounding! That was actually better, honestly, because I'm going to do this anyway, so hitting the lowest health one was the best option, I think. Are you smarter than a 5th ranker? You guys are trying too hard now. Now you're trying too hard. It doesn't work on Grizzly, I thought. It should work on Grizzly, right? Grizzly is not like Injured Blade Master, right? The Golden Unsleeping Soul looks even better. I don't think I've seen that. That's intriguing. I'd like to see that. Okay, we have 3 Yetis. Well, no longer a Yeti. I don't want to be a stickler, but you should have attacked with the silenced one first before attacking the bomb. Did we not? You're absolutely right. If so, yes, I could have lost 4 damage. You're not being a stickler. Yeah, I absolutely should have. You're absolutely correct. Actually, I think I like the circular healing value a little bit here. We're going to get a lot of heals out of this if I do this way, right? We don't have the Northshire, unfortunately. That would be pretty freaking chill, but this works fine for now. Okay. Why did they give Warrior so much removal? I don't know, man. It's kind of been the identity of Warrior, but they really did give it a lot extra. Silence Grizzly just takes the taunt away, I think. I don't think the health will go back to normal. Well, there are instances of silencing it, though, that makes it bigger. I know that to be the case. We've done it before where it's like you silence it and it gets way bigger, right? It doesn't take damage like Blade Master. It sets its health. The health should go back to 12 if you silence a Grizzly. It should go back to 12 because it's a modification to the health. It's not damage. Stegatron's different. Stegatron takes damage and Blade Master's different because Blade Master takes damage. But the Grizzly sets its health. Yes, Squirthos, it's not red. It doesn't go red, it goes white when it sets its health total, right? This is a pretty intriguing hand here. I can try this. I don't know if it's enough against Zoo, though. We'll see. Northshire would have been good with that circle, but it's gone. It's gone. Grizzly's a battle cry. Well, so is Injured Blade Master, but it's a different kind of battle cry. It's not dealing damage, it's losing health, it says. It's a different wording. Different phrasing, basically. Changes how it works. It should remove taunt too, so what's the point? Just to get a 12 health minion for Divine Spirit Interfire shenanigans. You don't have to silence it, but if you play a 3/6 and it lives through the turn and you want a Divine Spirit Interfire something, then you can now play 3/12 for Divine Spirit Interfire. Who's your favorite HCT? I always say it's HCT, not HTC, right? But anyway, I picked Killing All Day. I don't know if he's actually the favorite to win. I don't know if I have a real favorite to win necessarily. I'm not sure I'm smart enough to determine the lineup differences. I think the Nomi Priest is cool. I don't know if it's actually better. So I don't have a favorite personally in that regard. Well, that would have been handy a second ago. I mean, I can make this really big, but is there any advantage to that? I don't think there is, right? I don't think there's any advantage to that. I really, really need a Circle of Healing, man. These double Injured Blade Masters would be sick. Be sick. I think Killing got booted this morning. No, so there's nobody exited today, guys. Nobody's out of the tournament. People got moved into top 8 if they won both games, but if you went 1-1, then you get to play again for your eliminations on Friday. Nobody's eliminated just yet, I don't think. That was my understanding of the results. So you played into top 8, but nobody's exited yet. So Bonnie Hopper and Yu Ying or whatever are in. Tomorrow, the other two groups will play to see who's into top 8, and then Saturday, the elimination games will figure out the final top 8, and then I guess we go from there. I'm not sure I summed up all that beautifully, but I think we got close. Man, that 8-8's actually a pain in my behind, isn't it? I mean, I could just kill it, honestly. I could just go to 14, run into it. This goes down to 6. I heal it up to 8. It's like still pretty big boy. I don't have any taunt enablers in this deck, though, so it's like... It's not really the goal. I really need a Circle of Healing, is what I need. I'm not going to kill it yet. I'm just going to play around it for now. Unsleeping Soul. Okay. Gonna make him nervous about this? Like he's got to think about Inner Fire now? Like he may feel like he has to run into it to damage its health, which just buys me some time, maybe? I still don't think we're in a great spot, though. Magic Carpet doesn't make me feel any better. Doesn't make me feel any better. He played Khadgar Maze versus Blood Trail so poorly. I don't remember that well enough to agree or disagree. I don't remember. It's been a very long day. Can you help me with the problem with Innkeeper? I don't use Innkeeper Freeze. I use Hearthstone Tech Tracker, so I probably can't help you, to be honest, man, as I'm... Like, I feel like I got something on my ear I'm trying to get off. Sometimes headphones have stuff on them. Oh, no, that's my other headphones, though. At least don't do that. This is Pyro's first time watching the stream. That's right. Pretty crazy stuff. Man, my hand is, like, weird, right? It's weird.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Buy yourself a McDonald's on you.
This is quite a hand here. He's got to be horrified of Inner Fire, but I don't have one. There's no punish. There's no punish right now, man. Oh, he just played the taunt. I can't get through the taunt. This only does friendly minions and so on and so forth. So now the goal is just to stay alive somehow, right? And then the 28 attacks, hopefully. Actually, we should play this too, just to get an extra minion out there. So we might be dead. I don't know. He has 6. Leroy doesn't kill us. Leroy Soulfire kills us. Some lackeys kill us, maybe with Leroy, exactly. Is this 2 lackeys in hand? I'm not really sure what this is. Looks like 2 lackeys in hand, maybe. We had 2 28 health minions on board. Boom! Big and furry! Good to see you. Some people wish that were me. It's not. Buy yourself a McDonald's. Thanks, Zach Dalt. Dude, I don't really eat McDonald's much, but I will buy myself some savings account income. I don't know. I save all of your subs and bits currently. All of them get saved for a rainy day. For the life of a full-time streamer. Not all of them anymore, actually. They used to, but nowadays some of them are utilized for food. You need that 4-drop to make your guys taunt buff them 1-1. I think I'd rather use Sun Fury than Defender Vargas for the record, particularly because this is a budget attack. Defender Vargas is a rare and Sun Fury is a common, but I don't think the idea here is really to be super defensive. I think our goal is really to be more of a high pressure deck and look for ways to win instead of looking for ways to stabilize. So it's really more about creating the pressure instead of trying to deny the pressure. We're looking to go hammer our opponent, right? Like, we're looking to smork. We want to do big things. You know, like a 4-5 and a 5-5 on turn 3, for instance, is pretty legit. And by the way, this is working really, really well. Do you go to the bank and deposit bits into the vault? Yes, they are weirded out about it. They always say, look, dude, you can't keep throwing your bits around. Do not plop your bits on the desk anymore, okay? That's what they always say. Stop plopping your bits on our desk. Do you think they're ever going to let you get Saranda again? I think so, yes, actually, because they said that recently. Because they said that recently, I think. He just went, guys. I'm going to go, right? We're going to go. He just Spider Bombed. So I'm all in. Like, let's go. He's not going to have Spider Bomb number 2. And War Gear doesn't do enough. So, like, let's just end the game. Why mess around and wait, you know?
Ooh, I wonder what this is.
Protocol 7 engaged.
For those of you who weren't watching closely, that was a top deck. That was a top deck. I think we just had to go, though. I still think that's actually the right play. We just didn't have time, right? Like, we don't have time to wait around in this deck. We just gotta go for outs, you know? It's just like the Big Edwin sometimes. You just gotta play the Big Edwin sometimes, you know? You don't have all day to wait around. You know, actually going to 6 on this might give me 1 extra card. I don't think it's a play I need to make or want to make necessarily, but I don't think there's actually any outs. There's maybe some crazy Wild Pyro shenanigans we can get up to clear the board or something, but might just be dead, it looks like. What's he got there? Kill Command? Not usually Kill Command in this deck. Oh, Leroy. Okay. The fact he got a 1 in 25 doesn't make it the wrong play, just makes me really lucky. There was also 9 lives outs too, I think. No, there wasn't. No, never mind. 9 lives was not an out because he magnetized the Spider Bomb. So no, it was really just the 1 out of 25. Or probably like a 1 out of 22 or something at that point, yeah. A little higher than that, technically, because he could have already had it in hand, you know. But probably a 1 in 20 at best case. So, you know, we won the game, 95% of the time. And we lost it 5% of the time. So, that's okay. I'll take those odds, right? If that happens to us regularly, we're probably pretty happy people. I think we're probably happy if that's where we live, you know. If that's the space we're living in, I think we're pretty chill. Pretty tough game though. I mean, it felt good, man. It felt good up until that last little second. Right up until that last little second, it felt pretty good. So, what is this deck overall? It's actually winning. Well, we're 2-2, but that should have been a win. Every game we've lost has felt pretty good. And for a budget deck, that's actually great news anyway, right? That's all we really need a budget deck to be. We don't need a budget deck to be amazing at rank 3, right? These decks are really designed for people higher than rank 5 or lower than rank 5, depending on how you want to phrase it. People worse than rank 5 is where these budget decks are really supposed to thrive. So when we're winning games consistently at rank 3, we're pretty happy. Pretty happy. You got budget decks for other classes? Yes, Meta Rogue. So if you go to my Hearthstone link, if you hit !deck list in chat, there will be links to budget decks for every class, and in fact, 2 even for Priest. There are 2 budget decks for Priest. Wow, look at this respect! You don't even have to do anything, they just do it for you. That's insane. Mad respect on it, dude. Mad respect. Thank you, Gamer Pro. You did it there. Thank you. Sergeant Smokey tried to. Meta Rouge, somebody already did it, so it's not going to pop up again there. Do you think a neutral hero card could work? Yeah, I've actually thought about making one before, or maybe I even did make one. I thought I made an Illidan neutral hero card in a video one time, didn't I? I thought so. Maybe not. That was the plan, at least. But yes, I do think it could work for sure. So, Grizzly Silence here and hope there's no sap, or... I mean, even a sap's not that bad. Yeah, we'll Grizzly Silence and pray for no sap. He's looking for something to bounce here. Maybe he doesn't even attack with weapon, really. Pretty weak turn if he doesn't, though. Edwin is incoming. Okay, well, we'll just silence that. That's fine. It's gonna silence my dude, but his will feel way better. Okay, so we got a 22-22 incoming. Not lethal, though, unfortunately. He might attack to make it less. Should I play the 22-22 or should I actually wait a little bit? I can draw a card instead, right? Oh, actually, I have 24 with the Librarian. I think I'm actually just going to draw some cards instead and wait till I actually get the lethal. Okay. Let's just try to hit the lethal, right? Next turn I'll have lethal here. We can silence over here and buff this to 22. That's 26. Probably actually should have put this next to the Grizzly so I could silence both. to give this additional health and to get this attacking. As it stands now, they're separated. I think this was a mistake. Maybe technically a little better for like betrayal, which can happen off lackeys and rogue now. But I don't know if that's significantly likely enough to play around, right? Boobot is PMing me again. Oh, I don't want it to PM people, honestly. I don't like it doing that. Okay.
I just want some peace and quiet.
Cool. Alright. Well played indeed. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Slitter! Hey, Slider, you're banned. Can't do that, dude. That's not real, guys. Somebody spammed you. You got you baited. He's been banned. You just can't do that, dude. You can't do it. I mean, you just can't do it. You can't troll people, man. I actually timed you out because I'm nice. But you can't do it. If you do it again, you'll get banned. Like, why? What do we gain in the world by trolling people?
You asked for it.
It didn't even look good. You didn't even do a good job. It was like not even spaced properly, at least for my chat size. Maybe it is for the normal one. I don't know. My chat might be different, I guess. I don't think about that. But can't do it. You can't do it. Bananas, chat. Throw out them bananas. Slider slipped on a banana. He slid on a banana because he's Slider. Oh boy, that's funny. That's funny. Guys, why are houses so expensive? Can we talk about that for a second? Man, houses are expensive. No joke. Houses are not cheap, guys. I don't know if you knew that. Houses are freaking expensive, dude. Like, way too much. How do people afford houses? I can't do it. I can't do it. Talking about banning someone, houses are expensive. Sorry, I just got an email. Depends on where you live. I live in a cheap area. And I think houses are still outrageously expensive. I live somewhere with a very low cost of living and a fairly reasonable house market. It's not super cheap, Smokey. I mean, if I went more rural, it'd be cheaper. I still live in a town, in a quote city, but it's not cheap. I wouldn't describe it as cheap. Honestly, I think maybe I like this a little better. Though I can't get that thing that good of a trade on this. Never mind, I take it back. Silence. It's not helpful. Tell me about it, dude. The DC housing market is insane. Yeah, I'm definitely not as bad as DC or San Jose or Seattle or whatever. Definitely not. Definitely not that bad, but still, man. Still not awesome, I would describe it as. I would personally describe it as less than awesome. That's where I'd frame it at. Less than awesome. So, I mean, theoretically we could hit for 16 here if we hit Druid Interfire right now. Right? Silence, Divine Spirit trade. War Mage, okay. Wild Pyro, not really what I'm looking for at the moment. Okay. Interesting. This is presumably a Khadgar mage, but he's got War Mage in there. Does that mean only Power of Creation? Like, what's the activator there? Maybe he's got Blizzards and Flame Strikes. I feel like I haven't seen this version of a list like this in a while. All right, Regis, quick. You got 3 wishes. Go. That's too big of a challenge. I can't possibly begin to answer all of the needs of the world in only 3 wishes, man. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, dude? Can't possibly. Wish for everybody to be happy. I wish for a pizza. Like a pizza right about now. And some sleep, yes. Great point. Miss Kilbin coming in with a clutch answer. Clutch answer from Miss Kilbin here. We can do 15 damage right now. Not maybe worth going any extra than that, though, I don't think. I want to play around a Flame Strike or another Blizzard. I don't know what this deck runs, man. Guess I'm going to give myself a little bit of Flame Strike immunity here. I'm going to save these to go together, I think, right? Healing 1 to 6 instead of both to 4 makes me a lot better against Flame Strike, right? So, just in case. Hey, Regis made a good play, everybody! It's a miracle. Wow, it's a miracle, Regis. You did it. Do I want to go here or not? Like, I draw a lot more cards, but I also damage the health on this, which doesn't give me as many Divine Spirit outs, right? No, I need cards, obviously. I gotta do this. Do I even want to buff the Wild Pyro or not? No, I'm okay if it dies. I want to invest in a minion, right? That's the main goal. Ooh, baby! That's it right there, baby! That's it! That's the one! That's the play we were looking for. That's it. That's the one. That's the play. Okay. There it is. There it is. That's the board. Oh, cool. So, if I get an Inner Fire, it's lethal. Cool. Hey, remember when your freezes don't do jack squat to me? Good freaking man. Must suck to play a silence deck with freezes, huh? Ba, 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 da. We're winning games. And there you go. That was the Budget Silence Priest. As you saw, that thing's winning games, man. I like this deck a lot. Again, it's pretty close to the kind of full version of the list. You're not sacrificing much to play this, so you're getting what is essentially kind of a tier 3 deck right now in the Rise of Shadows meta for very affordable Arcane Dust cost. That said, if you guys have any thoughts, recommendations for this deck, of course, you can leave those in the comments below. But until then, thanks much for watching, and until next time, game on.